Dual agent representation is where I, as the agent, represent both the seller and the buyer, both parties equally. Me personally, I'm kind of against it. Have I done it before? Absolutely. But I'm personally against it. I'm not a big fan of dual agency. Pretend I'm the seller's agent, right? I'm the listing agent in this process. The seller tells me all of the details of this house, right? I am required by law to share some information, right? Some information I don't necessarily have to legally share, but would be good to share, right? And as the buyer's agent, if I'm representing you, you want to know all the details, right? So every single detail that the seller told me, you're wanting to know, and I'm drawing that line on what I should and shouldn't tell, right? So when it comes to the house, obviously I'm going to disclose everything, but I don't want to disclose like, oh, hey, the seller's willing to take $10,000 less or $20,000 less off the purchase price. I don't want to share that with the buyer, right? Because I want to be able to help my seller get the most value for their house, but I also don't want to gyp the buyer when I'm helping them get the best value for the house. So I think it's always good to have two separate agents, but sometimes you fall into those lines of a dual agent, especially if you work with a for sale by owner. That happens a lot, where you go and take your buyer to a property and they don't want to work with an agent, but they'll work with you. And so you're not really representing them. You're just kind of doing the paperwork and they try to ask questions or something. So that's not dual agency, but it kind of falls close to.